The regular season has reached its halfway point, and as the team looks ahead to the rest of the year, it's time to check in with players and set the goals that will drive them the rest of their season.
What's going on, nation, and welcome back to another episode here of the Baltimore Ravens franchise. Episode number 8, we're in week 9, and it's a Thursday night game as we're going to be kicking off in this one as we'll be heading down to Miami for this matchup here. As you've seen there right before we started the episode there, talking to a little conversation between the head coach, Harbaugh, and of course Henry, talking about trying to be a better rusher this season, as we want to get him to, he wants at least to get to 1,600 yards here this season, I think, which is manageable. Right now he's at 1,187. He only needs 413 yards, and the pace that he's been going on as of late, he could do that. If he gets about 100, and I'd say about 100 to about 150 yards, or 200 yards a game, which he's been getting pretty much that almost a game here now. It's pretty much approachable, and it's a goal that we can definitely achieve. So we're going to be taking on the Dolphins here, as Tua has been playing very well as of late, and he's going to try to see if he can continue that run here today. As the Dolphins right now are 5-3, and of course they are trying to, of course, get themselves in playoff contention. And of course today, as we're in the city of Miami, we have to take on the two probably most speedy receivers out there in the game right now. That is Tyreek Hill and of course Jaylen Waddle. So as you see some upgrades here from a few of our players here, our secondary has to be very willing to be aggressive here today, as we have to watch out for 2 wide receivers instead of just one. And of course Tyreek Hill is probably going to be the one that's going to be targeted the most. If I was the Dolphins, I would definitely be game playing towards him and getting him involved in the game quite a bit. And of course Waddle will probably be seen as the kind of as the decoy, or in some, or now as I think about it, in other cases could be the other way around. So we'll have to see if we can stop Jaylen Waddle. Humphreys is going to be asked to, of course, cover Waddle here in today's matchup here. As we take a look at some of these Dolphins numbers here this season, right there you see Tyreek Hill, 3 touchdowns, 372 yards for him so far this season. And of course Jaylen Waddle, their wide receiver, their starter wide receiver. As there you see his numbers. He has good speed and of course excellent acceleration there, and that's, like I said, it's going to be a huge challenge for us and for our secondary. We have not been challenged like this for pretty much. I might be mistaking myself here, but this might be the first time we really have to worry about stopping the deep passing here. It's Fitzpatrick there, their free safety. Of course, he's going to be lurking around there and try to make a day here for himself in their secondary, as he'll be looking to see what he can do here against Jackson and his pass here today. We're going to try to throw some short passes, as well as, of course, get the running game going for us, which has been electric all season long. But with some of these good young pass rushers they have here, like Phillips here, that could definitely be something that could be a huge challenge for us if we don't get things going in our type of play here early on. So I'm assuming this is going to be a pretty close game. Hopefully you won't have a slow start like we did in that Bears game when we were down by 7 in the first quarter there, especially giving up both touchdowns in the 2 drives that the Bears were able to have there in the opening quarter. Were very successful on those drives, and they're able to get down the field. There you see Jaylen Waddle will be out. He has turf toe as well as comma. He's out, and they're both week to week in their injuries. So Dolphins, of course, here at Hard Rock, ready to go as they're 5-3, and of course they are trying to, stay alive here in a very, I would say not too competitive AFC East division, but nonetheless, it's going to be a challenge here. And of course, there you see Ravens ready to go here, putting their undefeated record right now. I think we're maybe one of 3 teams still undefeated here in the NFL. And we're going to try to see if we can continue that here today, as the Dolphins are going to host us here for this matchup. So let's buckle up, get ready here on this Thursday night primetime game, as we were the first game of week number 9. Let's start off right, as we'll see a return here from the Dolphins. And Dolphins, of course, there you see Tua's numbers: 14 touchdowns, 5 interceptions for him. We'll see. We're both wearing our rush colors here today, so I like to implement those here from time to time. And we'll see their halfback here, very talented young man, Atching. He will, of course, will be in the backfield there, and of course trying to run havoc amongst our defensive line. We'll see now 2nd and 8 coming up, and a nice stop there for the backfield there as we get the halfback there quickly, as he is not be able to do too much there. They're going to lose a couple yards there. It's going to be a 3rd down, and of course this is going to be a passing situation here for Tua, as he is going to have to try to get his team out of the hole that they're in right now. As we'll see a man in motion. Tua throws there a quick screen pass there. That's going to be enough, but not enough there to get at least back to the line of scrimmage there, as Alexander is making a stop, and they'll be forced to punt there on their opening drive. So nice job there for the defense. Great work there. We'll see now what our offense can do here to start off. Let's see if we can get down the field. And as we have the ball there, our own 34-yard line. Handoff there to Henry. As you see Henry's numbers last week: 18 carries, 200 yards on the ground, and of course 2 nice rushing touchdowns there to defeat the Bears at home. 2nd and 7 coming up, as we'll see a handoff here to Henry on the left side, and he's going to get stopped in the backfield there. That's going to be a loss of about a yard, and it's going to be a 3rd down coming up here for the Ravens, as Dolphins, of course, trying to do their best here to stop us from getting our opening drive going. 3rd down. Jackson throws there. That's going to be completed by Flowers, as he's going to take this one into the 44-yard line of the Dolphins. That's a 1st down for the Ravens. As Zay Flowers, of course, last week he had a couple of quick catches early on, but then kind of faded away from him, and didn't really do too much there to help him out, to keep him alive in the game. As we'll see a 1st and 10 here from Henry. Henry's going to run this, and Henry's going to make a nice carry, as that's just going to give him a few more yards there for his effort. As well, of course, here a nice pickup there. 2nd down coming up. I do apologize. There's a train nearby my house, so if you hear the train in the backfield, that is not the game. That is a railroad tracks that's just no more than like a block away from me, going through town. But anyway, we'll get this going here. We'll see a 3rd down coming up here for Baltimore, as Jackson here, of course, so we're trying to get him involved in the game a little bit more, especially on the running game, as they'll throw this one there. That's going to be caught by Zay Flowers. Flowers taking this one inside of the 10, and that's a nice catch and run there from him. 1st and 10 here for Baltimore, and Zay Flowers there getting fired up and ready to go here, and we'll see if he can we can finish this drive here with him or with somebody here to get it first 6 points of the day. So we'll see a handoff there to Henry. Henry not getting too much there, but he does get some positive yardage. 2nd and goal coming up. Ball placed near the 6-yard line. We'll see a handoff here. That's going to go to Henry. Henry's going to take the outside as he gets a nice block there, and that's going to get him in the end zone. Touchdown, Baltimore, as the Ravens put 6 points on the board here, and that's another rushing touchdown there for Henry. As that is, well, I believe, rushing touchdown number 16 there for him. And like I said, he has been having a great season here with Baltimore. And he has been really, he's been pretty much the lifeblood of our offense here, keeping things going. And of course, we're doing a good job here of combining the pass and the run, even getting him involved in the passing as well from time to time. We'll see now the Dolphins back out here, 1st and 10. As Tua here throws this one there quickly. That'll be caught there by Tyreek Hill. As Hill will get a couple yards there on the reception. That'll be a gain of 6. 2nd and 4 coming up. All their own 36. Tua here again drops back here, quickly passes there. And that's going to be a catch there. That's going to be just short of the 1st down marker. We'll see now 3rd and inches coming up. And Tua's going to do a little QB sneak there as he dives in there. And, of course, he's going to get himself in position there for the 1st down. Nice job there. As we'll see a play action out here from Tua. Drops back here, throws up the middle, finds the Tyreek Hill. Gets the reception. That's going to be a 1st down here for the Dolphins. As Dolphins, again, keep this drive alive and keep the chains moving. We'll see what they can do here on this 1st down. All on the 40-yard line of the Ravens. As the Ravens will go ahead and get the halfback there in that backfield. So Ravens 39-yard line here. Dolphins 1st and 2nd and 10 coming up. There's Tua here now. Play action. Drops back. He is going to look, and he's going to get. He runs up the pocket there some. But Kyle Van Noy there, the veteran, gets a hold of him, brings him down. That's a loss of 2 on the play. And it's going to put him at 3rd and 12 coming up. Ravens need to do a really good job here on this 3rd down. As we'll see a pass here being thrown up. That's going to go up, and it's going to be batted away there. And that's a great play there for the defense, and we'll be forcing them to punt. We'll get the ball there inside our own 10. It'll be a 1st and 10. As we'll see Jackson here drops back in the pocket here, throws this one up there. That's going to go to Andrews, but he cannot come down with it. It's going to be incomplete. Nice coverage there. Almost triple coverage, actually, if I look there correctly, on Andrews. So they keep a close eye on him. They know how valuable he is, especially early on here in these first drives. We'll see a quick pass there again, and there's a flag being thrown here. We'll see who this flag is on. They're going to say pass interference. Pass was intended there, I think, for Andrews, but this time Jack Jones is going to get called for interference. It's going to be a 9-yard penalty, and they're going to put us there at the 17. So now we're on our own 17-yard line. New set of downs here for the Ravens, as we'll see Jackson here. He's got to get rid of it, but he's going to get dropped down. Drop down in the backfield there. And that's a bad loss there on us, as we are going to be hurting there. As Benson is able to get the sack there. As Jackson held on the ball too long there. I think he was looking for something down the field, but did not have it. So now we'll have to see what we can do here. Ball on the 6-yard line. Jackson here again throws this one there. That's going to be Andrews. Andrews gets the catch, and that's going to get us a 1st down. 1st and 10. Ball's now at near the 30-yard line for the Ravens. As it's going to be a 1st and 10 there. Andrews letting everyone know that is a 1st down. See what they can do here with 105 left here in the 1st quarter. Drop back here for Jackson. Jackson quickly throws there. That gets there. That's going to be a catch as Hopkins gets that one. That's going to be at near the 37-yard line. So you have 2nd and 2 coming up. As the Dolphins defense here really trying to do their best to wrap up here, but having a tough time. 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. 7-0 lead here for Baltimore. As we'll see a run here from Henry. And Henry just gets shot, just stops shy of the first down. As we'll see it now, handoff here. Actually, no, a nice call there as he'll call his own number. Lamar draws up his own number there, and that's going to end the first quarter. As the Ravens still have possession of the ball here. They lead it 7-0 here on primetime Thursday Night Football here on EA Sports, or I should say ESGNet. As it's going to be now 7-0 here as we get to the and start the second quarter. Handoff here as we'll see Henry gets a nice scramble there for a few yards on that carry. 2nd and 7 coming up. There's Jackson here calling a audible here. It looks like he's going to change a route. Drops back in the pocket. Looks here. Fires. That one's going to go to Zay. Zay has this one, and Zay's going to be finally stopped at the 30-yard line. Nice job there getting the first down. 1st and 10 here for the Ravens. I love these color rush colors here for the Ravens. They're sharp. I like them. 1st and 10. Ball on the Dolphins' 30-yard line. Handoff to Henry. Henry gets around the blocking, and he's going to get to the looks like the 30 or the 23. As we'll see now, 2nd and 3 coming up, a handoff, and that's going to be a carry. Unfortunately, cannot get to the first down marker as they'll stop him shy of it. Don't give him too much forward progress there on that play. 3rd and inches coming up. Henry's going to get his number called again, and why not, as he does a great job there getting that short yardage there that time. And that's going to put us now at a first down here. Ball marked at the 15-yard line, 1st and 10. As now we're trying to see if we can get a handle on this play there. And we do so that time, as that's going to be enough for a few more yards. Or actually, no. Actually, Jackson is going to lose some yardage there as they open up that gap there. And Jackson was not looking for, trying to look down the field there, but just could not find nobody. And they did a great job there of getting to the quarterback. Jackson now here. He has to get rid of the football here, and he's going to get dropped again in the backfield. As we lose some more yardage there. Guys, the offensive line, what is going on? And now Lamar grabbing his shoulder. He's going to have to come out of the game here. Hopefully it's not too serious. Cooper Rush out here. Of course, Rush did a great job there taking over the game against the Bears as he gets smacked hard there on that play. And that's going to force us now to make a choice here. Do we go for it here on 4th and 27, or do we try to kick a field goal and try to get some points on the board here? It looks like we're going to try to kick a field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. We'll see if we can get this one here. We should have no problem. As the kick goes up, and the kick is good. And the Ravens put 3 points on the board there. Nice job there from Loop as he's got that one in there. It's now 10-0. 10-0 ball game here. Ravens lead this one here as the Dolphins now try to run this one on the backfield there, and a nice carry. As they get some positive yards down. Now Tua calling his number here. He's going to dive as he's going to be stopped there. As you see there, Jaylen Waddle here. Of course, we haven't seen too much of him. Of course, I say that there, and then we'll probably be seeing a lot of passes go his way. As now Tua here throws this one up there. That's going to be overthrown. And it's nice coverage there for the defense. It's going to make it now 4th down here. We'll see what Miami's going to do. And Miami go ahead and elect to punt the football. They'll punt us there at their own 26-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10. Jackson here drops back here, throws this one up to Andrews as he was double coverage there very well. And I don't know what Jackson was looking at there on that play there, but that is not going to be good. As we'll see now, Jacob Hubble, he's going to have to come out of the game there with some broken ribs. And we'll see now 1st and 10 here. Jackson drops back here, quickly passes there to Andrews. Andrews gets the first down, trying to do a little spin move. as he'll get stopped at his own 47. 1st and 10 here for the Ravens. Trying to go ahead and continue moving the chains here. 5:30 left here in the ball game. It'll be a 1st down. 1st and 10. Jackson scrambling, looking down the field here. Side's going to toss this one up there. Does, and oh, Zay had it on his fingertips, but just could not bring it down. Incomplete pass. It's going to be now 2nd and 10 coming up. So they try to go for the big play on 1st down. We'll see what they can do here on 2nd down here. It's all. And Jackson going to get dropped again. There you see that wear and tear there, and he's just really struggling here. As now we'll see rush back out here as Jackson will have to come off the field. A little banged up here. Of course, we'll let him sit on the sidelines there for a while. Oh, thought we had that one to Andrews there, but he gets flipped as he had his hands on it but drops it and cannot come down with it. Incomplete pass, so we forced to punt. Let's see what we can do. Make a quick stop there on the offense there of the Dolphins. As they, of course, here having a tough go here, tough start. We'll see what they can do here on this 2nd down. 4 minutes left here before the half. Tua throws this one off to the right-hand side, finds Waddle. And there gets enough there for the yards they need to get some positive yards here. 3rd and 5 coming up here, trying to convert her on the 3rd down. They haven't been doing such a great job here this season, or today here. And a quick, oh, look at that. Great pass there to the halfback. He finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami, as Devon Akadu finds his way. A nice job there, coming out of the backfield. And just gets that one there. Nice catch over his head, over his shoulder there. That's going to find his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. As the Dolphins now are going to make this a ball game here once again, as they're now down by 3 points. 3 plays, 81 yards. Nice toss there from Tua. 10-7 as we got 3:21 left, as we're looking for a nice block there for Henry. Henry gets another good block here. Henry going down the field here. It's just going to be him, and that's going to be in the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. Another rushing touchdown. A big run there that time from Henry, as that's going to be his 17th of the season. Big run there. Great blocking there. I have his tipper hats there to our wide receivers and linemen there. Doing a great job there. Again, an excellent blocking there. 72 yards on that run. It puts us now up by 10 here. 17-7. As we'll see here, the halfback, of course, there you see his numbers so far this season, rushing yards there. And of course, we got to keep him in check. We've kind of did a pretty good job here stopping him on the run. But we got to try to do the same thing on the pass. And oh no, he's now taking off with a run here. As he's like, Henry, I can do it just as better as you can. He gets a nice run there. Great play. Excellent blocking there from the Dolphins line, as he finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jeez. Just, I guess that's a commentary's curse there, as he now returns the favor there. 75 yards on that carry, taking just 10 seconds off the play. Nice run there for Miami. Miami still trails by 3. 17-14 as we'll go back on the ground here with Henry. Henry get a good block there. Henry goes around the corner here. Henry spin moves, and he is going to be spun out there at the 40, his own 45. Nice gain of 23 on the play there from Henry. As he's just, look at him, just motoring down the field here and just fighting for that yardage there, especially getting that spin move and getting pushed right in the positive direction there. Nice run there. We'll see what we can do here. As we'll see a pass there being thrown to Andrews. Andrews trying to shake off a defender, but he's going to get brought down there at the 25 of the Dolphins. Nice job there. It's a gain of about 13 on the play. 1st and 10 here for Baltimore. As we'll see now, 1st and 10 after that nice pass and catch. Cooper's doing a great, excellent job there. Or I should say, Cooper Rush doing a great job there passing here. As he's able to find Bateman, And he gets Bateman to about the inside of the 20. I believe around the 11-yard line. We'll see a hand, no play action here for Cooper Rush. Cooper throwing the rush, going to throw this one there to Henry as Henry gets the catch, and Henry is going to be stopped at the 1-yard line. Nice catch there, nice, excellent run there. Let's see if we can finish it off here with just a few seconds left here on the play clock here. They're going to hand off to Henry. Henry, oh, they're going to get him good. They got him just to make that one little stutter there. And they're able to wrap him up in the backfield there. That's a good loss there for the Dolphins. See now, 2nd and goal coming up. Ball on the 5-yard line. Heels in the game. As you see a quick pass there up the middle. And we try to get that one, I believe, to Bateman. As he gets the catch there for a few yards. Excuse me. Now it's 3rd and goal coming up here. Ball to place at the 2-yard line. Let's see a drop back here. Pass there. And that's going to be caught by Henry as he finds his way in the end zone. Touchdown. Baltimore. As the Ravens get on the board again. This time Henry shows off his passing skills there as he gets a nice passing touchdown there. And that is going to be Henry's first, actually, of the season when it comes to passing. As he finds his way there. Nice job there of timing that just right. Usually when you try to throw to the halfbacks like that in that situation, one or two things happen. They either get drilled before they can catch it, or it gets picked off. They usually, at least I know in past Maddens, the linebacker, or in this case it would have been the safety there. They would have just snapped that right off real quick. But Henry did a great job there grabbing that one there. You see another great catch there from that Dolphins receiver. And that's going to be a first down there. They're going to try to go no huddle here as Tua now gets everybody on the line. Under a minute left here, man in motion. Drop back here for Tua. Tua looking down the field here. Jumps up in the pocket. Throws this one high and deep. This is going to go up. But no cigar there as Washington and a fellow teammate of his does a great job there covering. Now we're looking at a 2nd and 10 and a quick pass there. That ball is going to be caught. And now they're trying to continue this no huddle. Got to make a stop here. So we see a lineman jumps, and that will be one of the offensive or defensive linemen for the Ravens, as that's going to be offsides. There's an encroachment there on Van Noy. You would think a veteran like him would know better, but he is going to get called on that. So now it's going to be a 1st and 10 and a pass there to Waddle. Waddle gets that catch. He is going to be finally drugged down there inside the 5. As there's 25 seconds left here before the half, and they're trying to get everybody on the line here as quickly as possible. We'll see 1st and goal coming up. Tua again looks back here, looks around here, throws this one as he gets hit. And that's going to be an incomplete pass as the defense there gets there on time and stops Tua from getting a decent solid pass there being made. As we'll see, drop back here on the 2nd and goal. He's going to have to throw it away again. So now 3rd down, they're going to have to go for a field goal here. As there's only 6 seconds left, they're going to kick the field goal up, and the field goal is good. So now, with only 4 seconds left, Baltimore right now only leads it by a field goal. We'll see what they'll do here as they have a few seconds left here before the half. And I think what they're going to try to do is just try to run the half out. As Heel's going to run this one out, and he's going to get all the way down to their own 20-yard line. And that's going to end the first half of this football game. So, not bad. Could be better. But not a bad start here for the Ravens. As like I said, it's going to be a tough task here. Especially, I was not expecting their halfback to. I knew he was a good runner, but I was not expecting him to be running that 75-yard pass or 72-yard pass or whatever it was there on us and getting down the field there like that. So it's the battle of the halfbacks here. Both halfbacks are playing a pretty good game here on Thursday Night Football. We'll see which offensive line can do a better job here and seal the deal for their halfback to get a nice victory here. As we get to the start of the, of course, second half. Of course, we are the only game here to start week 9, so no halftime show. But as we'll see Hill here, he's going to get a decent return there for the Baltimore Ravens. I don't say I keep saying Orioles for. Geez, I got baseball in mind, I guess. But nonetheless, we'll see a 1st and 10 come up here for Cooper Rush as he'll scramble around here. He's going to throw this one there quickly as that one is dangerously thrown across his body as he was trying to get that one to Henry, and Henry unable to keep it, but he does bat it away for the defense not to get to it. Quick pass again. That one's going to be completed as Hilton does a great job there making a quick stop. They'll be, of course, Ravens will be forced to punt. Now, come on, guys. Got to stop the running back here. He's not wanting to go down at all. As he makes another great run there for another 1st down. A gain about 15 on the play. As we'll see here, gets a nice run and really just decides he does not want to go down here. So we got to do a better job of wrapping up and getting good hits there on him. As you see now, 1st and 10 here, Tua jumps up, gets up in the pocket there, and he's going to get brought down as he gets sacked. Loss of 2 on the play. As Tua seems like he's more confident in that pocket now, stepping up into it, making good throws. But that time, he was too big. He was trying his best to find somebody to help him out there, but nobody was able to get open. The flag is on the field here on the 2nd and 12. And we'll see who this is going to be called on. Great. Going to be the defense. Van Noy gets called offsides again. That's a 5-yard penalty. It's going to make it a 2nd and 7 here for the Miami Dolphins. Cannot be giving that free real estate there. As now we'll have to try to make a quick, just really make a stop here on Tua. Tua's going to get brought down there. Nice job getting the sack. Great play there getting to the quarterback. As that's going to push them back now to their own, looks like 33-yard line. It's going to be a 3rd and 19, I believe, here. Drop back here for Tua. Tua here. Oh, he can't find nobody. He's going to get stacked by Van Noy. Van Noy makes up what he screwed up earlier on that offsides as he gets another sack there for the Ravens. And that's going to push him back even further now. It's going to be a 4th and long. And now we'll see if how they're going to punt us at here. They're going to put us in our own 31. 1st and 10 after the punt. Hand off to Henry. Henry trying to break off that tackle, but he's going to get wrapped up in the backfield by the defense of the Dolphins. Nice play there for them. Safeties come in, do a great job there reading that run and stopping it. Great job there from them. But for us, we're going to have to go to the passing game here as we're just getting Dolphins doing too good of a job there reading the run off of us. They will find Flowers there, and Flowers will get the catch there for the 1st down. Ball on the 43-yard line. 1st and 10. Pass there. Oh, nice zip pass there to Andrews. As Andrews going to find his way into the end zone. He's going to run, and he's going to find his way in there. Touchdown, Baltimore. Nice job there for the veteran tight end, Andrews, who's been doing an excellent job here for us, especially in those type of situations there. That's going to be his 7th receiving touchdown of the season. As we tack on 6 more points there. As we'll see 4 plays, 68 yards. Nice job, nice drive there. Makes it 31-17. 2-possession lead here for Baltimore. As we'll see a handoff here as they'll bring it back up. As he'll get a carry there for a few yards. 2nd and 9 coming up. Looks like Tua trying to change up the personnel, which side of the ball they're going to, which side of the hash mark they're going to be on. 1st and 5. And we'll see a pass there. That's going to be caught. And that's going to be a nice reception as they get the 1st down. Nice throw and catch here from Tua and his receivers. And it's now Tua play action here, looking for a pass screen there. almost like a RPO there in that situation. Gets the catch there. That's going to be only getting back to the line of scrimmage there, making it 2nd and 10. Tua, and drops back in the pocket there, quickly throws there. That's going to be caught by Tyreek Hill, and Tyreek Hill does not want to go down, but he is finally wrapped up and brought down there on that play. Play now at the 37-yard line of the Ravens. Dolphins now, I'm really surprised they're now throwing to Tyreek. We see a couple passes there to Tyreek earlier, and they're going to go with Tyreek again here. Tyreek gets the catch, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. As soon as I say that, that's just next thing you know, it just manifests there for them. I'm gonna say they've been very surprisingly quiet throwing to Tyreek. They threw a couple passes to him earlier on, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, when are they gonna make that big pass here? And they did so right there. 6 plays, 73 yards. Nice job there on that play, on that drive. And now they're just a possession away from getting back in this ball game. 31-24. Here midway through the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 here for the Ravens. They'll hand off to Henry, get back that running game going. As we're only able to get a yard on that carry. We'll see what we can do here on this 2nd down. On the 24-yard line, quick pass. There's a nice screen pass there to Hill. Hill got a good wide open space over there. Nice green space over there on that right-hand side after the catch. And does a great job utilizing those blocks, getting up the field. Nice catch and run for him on that screen. See now, ball on the 41. Again, they're going to go this time. They're going to go for the left-hand side with a screen. Hill there, again, nice juke move there, and he's going to get himself all the way down. And he's going to be inside the 40 of the Dolphins. Nice job there. That's a nice 1st down here as they go for the same exact play, but they flip it. This time going to the left-hand side instead of the right. They gave him more yardage there that time, giving themselves another 1st down here to move the chains. Under 2 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. 31-24. Pass there being completed and caught as Hopkins gets it. And he's going to get a few yards there on that catch. Trying to get to the veteran as well here today. He's had a couple of touches as well. See if we can get a few more for him. Henry now here gets another touch. And he is going to be running there, but he is going to get stopped. He might have got a yard or two there, but we do have a player here, that one of our offensive linemen has to come off the field. Hopefully not too serious. We'll get to a 3rd down here. Got to get someone inside the 30 to get the 1st. We'll see a quick pass there to Andrews. Andrews gets the catch, but cannot go upfield there to get to the 1st down marker, and he's going to be stopped short there. We have 4th and 4 coming up. And it looks like Rosengarten has a dislocated finger. He's going to be out, but he'll make a return soon. Put that, I guess that, get that joint back in place there for him on his finger. See a rush here, throws this one, and Andrews had it but dropped it. And that's going to be a turnover on downs there for the Dolphins, as the Dolphins will now get possession here. So we try to go for it on 4th down there. Andrews had it in his hands, but could not come back down, couldn't make a football move there and make a catch. And so now we'll see here the ball on the 33-yard line. Tua here hands off to his halfback here. And oh, look at that great block in there, as he's going to be able to go down the field once again here, making another big run. And they are back in this ball game here. Nice run there. Nice run. Great. I mean, look at the blocking there. I should have went back and looked at that. I did, but then show it here on film. But it was I mean, just your stereotypical great blocking, run blocking there. They had all the gaps. They had the gap that he had to run through, and they all had everything else. Any other gaps that we try to have our safeties or corners go through, and they had them all blocked up there, nice and neat. As we'll see a pass there, and oh my goodness, almost got that one to Zay. That would have been a big play there for him, but it's going to be incomplete. 31-31 here. Rush now here. Looks like he's going to be taking over the majority of this game. 14 seconds left. Pass there. We're going to be completed. And that is going to be it for the third quarter. As we go to the fourth and final quarter here now, Ravens are going to have to deal with these Dolphins here now because it's now a tie ball game. 31 apiece. We got to figure out how to stop this halfback here. Keep him quiet and not let him get any more, have any more fun out there in that backfield here. What he's been doing to us. Scorching us there. Third down coming up. Drop back here for Rush as they'll find a reception there from Andrews as that'll be a first. Puts him at the 45-yard line. 1st and 10. As we'll see here, handoff. Rush runs and that one. Yeah, it's going to be carried there. I should say Henry run, makes a nice run there. That's going to be another nice carry there for him. Another successful one here as he's trying to fight for that first down. He's going to get a nice little push there from the defense. They try to wrap him up, but just had a hard time doing so. See what he can do here on this first down. On the Dolphins 42. Drop back, Rush finds Flowers, and Flowers gets the catch there. And he's just going to be short of the first down mark. Just second down coming up. We'll see what we can do here as we have the ball on their on their 32-yard line. Hand off to Henry. Henry, oh, nice little juke move, and he's going to get brought down. Almost looked like almost by his collar there, but they don't call anything. And nice run, nice finish there from the veteran halfback there. Getting drugged down on that play. Nice run there. Nice hustle there from Henry. Rush now. Ball on the 19. Got to be taking this red zone appearance now seriously. Pass there being completed. Finds Hill. And Hill will get a few yards there on the play. Nice little catch there for him. It'll be a second down coming up here. We'll see tight ends in this situation probably. And we'll see a pass there. That's going to be to Andrews. And Andrews gets the catch. But he is cannot get to that first down marker. He's going to be stopped a yard just short. So now 3rd and 1 coming up. Handoff going back to the ground here with Henry. Henry breaks off a tackle, finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown. Ravens. As Henry finds his 3rd rushing touchdown today. That is rushing touchdown number 18 for him. As now he is well over 150 yards for the day here. So that's what we kind of need from him in these next couple of weeks. Like I said, 1,600 yards is not hard at all. It's actually pretty easy if you, especially when you got a runner like him. And the way how he's playing today's game here, I'm sure the next game, or actually the next 2 games, he probably can get there. As we'll see, it's 38-31 here. Nice drive there for the Ravens. As the Dolphins will come back out here and see what they can do here offensively. Try to get back in this ball game with a strong drive here. If they don't get one here, you can pretty much say this game is going to be over with. They got to get down the field here pretty quickly. 1st and 10. Play action here for Tua. Pass there, going to be complete, and it's going to be caught by Hill as Tyreek gets the first down. 1st and 10. On the 48-yard line. Man in motion there from Tua. So he'll drop back in the pocket. Quickly pass there. A little RPO action. Finds his receiver on the far right-hand side there. And that's going to be enough there for the first down. New set of downs as they'll go back to the ground here. And oh, come on. Wrap him up. God, jeez. Got to do a better job there of wrapping him up. Not letting him explode in that backfield there. We'll see a handoff here, and he runs right up the middle. I was about to say he has not been running up the middle too much here. He's been running mostly on the sides. But that time, he almost took off with that one there, but we were able to grab him before he exploded out into the end zone. Second down coming up. Man in motion. And, this time we find this run. We did a great job there of stopping that run in the backfield there. Great job there. Nice loss for the Dolphins. As it's going to be a 3rd down here. So we'll see what Tua can do here. Don't bite on the play action here. As we'll see now Tua here running here. Tua throws this one, but he cannot get that one to the receiver. As that's going to be an incomplete catch there to Hill of the Dolphins. And now the Dolphins will have to go ahead and decide to go ahead and kick a field goal here. As this kick is going to be up, and this kick is going to be good. So they're only down by 4. If they can get a quick 3 and out, they still got a chance now to get back in this ball game and take the lead. And see the Russian QBs so far this season. And of course, our guy there, Jackson, leading that category there. Jalen Hurts not far behind him. 1st and 10, ball in 25. 4:05 left here in the fourth quarter. Hand off, and we'll see a carry there. That might just got him back to the line of scrimmage there. But Henry, he is, oh, come on, don't be hurt. He's grabbing his shoulder here. Hopefully it's not too serious. We'll see what Hill can do. Like I said, this new wear and tear sliders I've been working on here, I'm not really liking them at all. I am kind of right now working on some new ones. Right now in the middle of testing those out. These are slider set that I found from Matt 10. I've seen other people use them as well, but I think with the new update there, I think they've got them more. They're a little too sensitive, so we might have to do some changing there here in the net before the next game comes up. 3rd down, or excuse me, 3rd down coming up. That is going to be incomplete. All right, it's going to be a completed pass as Hill makes a stop, but it's going to be at the 41-yard line. So they're going to go for here now. Of course, we don't have to, but I think they just want to keep the ball in the hands of the Dolphins. Because you know that ball is going to go right to their halfback here. So a quick pass there. That's going to go to Andrews, who gets to the 35-yard line. Timeout now being called by the Dolphins as they burn their first timeout now of the half. 2 timeouts remaining here for Miami. 1st and 10. All the 38. Or excuse me, at the 25-yard line. Excuse me. As we'll see. The final seconds here. Snapping the ball here. Give the man a motion. Hand off to Hill. Hill's going to run this, and he'll get a few yards there. As we'll see a 2nd down. Timeout now being called by the Dolphins as they have 1 timeout remaining. I'm surprised they're taking their timeouts this early before the 2-minute warning, but hey, they got some kind of strategy that we're not thinking about. As you see a run here from Henry, and Henry's going to run this one there. He's going to get pushed out there at the 4-yard line. There you see his wear and tear report. And he is definitely going to be banged up there. He's going to be filming that tomorrow. So now, ball on the 4-yard line. Henry going to run this one here, and there he just cannot get anything going as he is stopped there. He does a little stiff arm there, but just not enough as there's just too many Dolphins there to gobble him up. So it looks like we're going to take out Henry and bring in Hill. So this might be the last carry now for Henry. And so, no, move to our fullback here, trying to get him involved. As Ricardo there tries to run this one. He's going to get stopped at the 1. 2-minute warning coming up here. Hill now in the backfield there. I'm assuming they're going to try to do a power game here and run this one up the middle here. Both the Lions have their big boys on the line here. Oh, no, they're going to run this one off the side, and that's going to be a nice scamper there as Hill's able to get there. And a nice carry there for him as he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens, as he'll get his rushing touchdown there for himself. Nice job there for him. I believe that'll be his 2nd or so of the season. Yeah, his 2nd. Yes, that's going to be 9 plays, 63 yards, taking 2:07 off the clock with under 2 minutes left. It's 45-34 here in Miami. Last chance for Miami to try to get back in this ball game here. Of course, they would have to try to score a touchdown and then have to get an onside kick to get the ball back. It's Tua here running this one here, and Tua not afraid at all as he's going to go ahead and get brought down there. You would think he would have took a little bit of a slide there, but he knows how much time time is very precious to him. He has no timeouts remaining here, so he's got to go for it here. As he's going to run this one here. And what is going on? Why are we giving us so much yardage to the quarterback here? So we need to put a spy out here of some sort. Keep him at bay, but of course they're not letting us do too much of changing our personnel here. I would call a timeout, but that's just giving them too much of an opportunity to get down the field here. As we'll see, Tua here holds on to it, and he's holding on to it for a good while before he finds Hill there on the catch. Tyreek Hill on the catch there. That's going to put a 2nd and 3 coming up. Ball placed at the Ravens 21. Tua here now running. He's scrambling. He's going to get dropped back there. Nice sack. As that's the 5th sack of the ball game here. And Tua grabbing his stomach there. And it looks like he got brought down pretty hard there. We'll see a no huddle now here for them. As we'll see a 3rd and 10 coming up. 42 seconds left. They're trying to put a man in motion here, trying to cause some confusion. Tua here drops back here, throws that one there. That's going to go to Waddle. Waddle gets the catch, and Waddle's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. Big gain there for them. A gain about 25. We'll see a 2nd and 1st and 10, or 1st and goal, I should say, at the 2. They will spike the ball to stop the clock. 22 seconds left. Tua trying everything and anything to get back in this ball game here. Play action here. He's going to have to throw it away. As he was rushed very well there against our defense. Nice play there from the D. We'll see now on 3rd down. Drop back here for Tua. Tua here scrambles off to the left-hand side and has again throw it away. Now he's looking at a 4th down. 4th down, 4th and goal coming up. Ball at the 2. We'll see here. Flag's going to be called here. And it looks like it's going to be on the Ravens as Tua here is going to run this one with no problem. And I think they're going to go ahead and just they're going to decline this penalty on us and get the touchdown. As I think it was offsides there. As Tua, I guess, made a hard count there. And yeah, it's going to be offsides on the defense. That's going to be on Malibu. As he is going to be called on that play. So now down by 5. They can be down by 3 with a touchdown here. As we'll see a pass there. It's going to be completed. The 2-point conversion is good. It's now 45-42. So now with 7 seconds left here, got to get our hands team out here. And oh my goodness, we almost botched that. Oh my God. Jeez. So now with just 6 seconds left here, we just run the football here. Hold on to it, Heel, as we run this one there, and that right there is going to be your ball game. As we almost botched this Thursday night game here with our hands here. The first guy didn't. I'm assuming he touched it, so it'd been a live ball. But I'm glad our guy right behind him was able to scoop it up and get possession of it. Other than that. That would have been the other way, going the other direction there, and that would have been a ball game. Not the way how you want to end it there. But nonetheless, we are able to walk out of here. Give up 42 points in this ball game, but hey, sometimes you got to give up quite a bit to get that dub. And that's what we had to do here tonight. As Tua, towards the end there, was just moving the ball. And our guy, of course, did not let us get our right personnel in there. Like I said, I should have called a timeout to kind of settle things down and kind of reset things and, get, a spot, get one of our guys or one of our linebackers to be a spy out there so he wouldn't be able to run and just force him to pass. But I wasn't thinking like that. And not to mention, I didn't want to stop the clock and have them, give them a freebie to kind of rest up and bring in their own personnel there. I want them to kind of, keep running the clock and go no huddle and use up some energy there. But it happens. Let's put it that way. So, final score 45-42 is your final. in this one. Like I said, and of course, I didn't like the idea of the penalties being called upon us there towards the end there. I think it was a little too much there. I think we might have to tweak the sliders there for the offsides there. Because before this new update, it was not doing. I had the offsides up there. They were, occasionally it would be called from time to time, but not in situations where it changed the game where they were giving the computers getting free yards because of our guys jumping the line. Which I'm thinking like, okay, what's the deal with that? Like that's not right. So yeah, we'll definitely have to tweak that a little bit there. But Tua, 18 to 26 or 26, 309, completed 69% of his passes. Giggity. 2 touchdowns there for him. Cooper Rush, 20 of 27. Nice day there for Cooper. 247, completed 74% of his passes and 2 touchdowns. And of course, Jackson taken out pretty early there. 6 of 10, 122. And he completed 60% of his passes. No touchdowns, no interception there this week. Like I said, we were going to have to tweak those sliders there for him because of wear and tear. I may have to just go to default for a while there until I can figure out, like I said, I'm doing some testing right now to figure out what is the good, set of sliders for that wear and tear. Again, this last update they had, they messed around with it too much because beforehand I liked it because I was getting guys, swapping out when they needed to, especially offensive linemen and D linemen, as well as safeties and other players, positions as well. So, but since then they've now just screwed it all up. Jeez, thanks EA. But receiving wise, Flowers 6 catches, 98 yards. Andrews 8 catches, 169, and he had a touchdown there, his 7th of the season. Bateman 4 catches, 32 yards, and of course Henry 2 catches for 12 yards and a touchdown, his first receiving touchdown of the season. And of course there you see the rest of the numbers there for the Miami Dolphins. There, of course, you see Devon had a nice day on the ground. He had 2 rushing touchdowns as well as a big 76-yard reception there, getting into a nice reception touchdown. Nice job there for him. Of course, defensively there you see the numbers there for the Dolphins. They had 4 sacks on us there. They got us pretty good. I was trying my best to avoid getting Lamar, but if of all things, I'd rather have him get sacked a lot than forcing something that I don't want to necessarily do, which is force a pass and throw interceptions as well. So I've learned that a lot now here the last couple of seasons now with this new Madden. These last couple of Maddens now, just take the sack. Just don't really want to, but at the same time you don't want to force anything here either. But defensively for us, top players: Alexander 8 tackles, Vanoy 4 tackles, 3 tackles for loss, 2 sacks. Humphreys 3 tackles, a TFL and a sack. And yeah, pretty much that's some of our key players defensively here. Like I said, did a great job there. Unfortunately, defense, they played well, but then towards the end there, towards the latter of the third quarter, going to the fourth quarter, we did let up quite a bit on the defending part of things and end up giving up more than I was really comfortable with giving up there. So as we take a look here around the league here, we'll do a quick summary here of we'll see the rest of the games here in week 9 as we were the opening game of week 9. The Jaguars go ahead and win this one 32-17 against Geno Smith and the Raiders, and they are now 5-3. And Jacksonville still trying to stay in the hunt there in the AFC South. They are 5-2 after coming out of that game. Seattle taking on the Commanders, who are 6-2. Seattle right now 4-3, and we'll see some highlights here. A nice run, as we'll see them get into the end zone there, and we'll see Sam Darnold having a pretty decent game there. 2 touchdowns, over 250 yards for the day. 31-10 as Jaylen Daniels comes up short there, and they'll take a loss against the Seattle Seahawks. So tough game there at home there at there in DC. But nonetheless, we'll get ready for our next one as we'll take on the number 5-3 Minnesota Vikings. They're in the Twin Cities as it's an early game at US Bank Stadium against the Vikings. We'll take on J.J. McCarthy, who's having a pretty decent season. Remember, this is his first full year as the starting quarterback there for the Vikings, and we'll see how well he does, and we'll show up here in today's game in that next episode here. So week 10's coming up. That video should be coming up here in the next day or two, so stay tuned for that. But if you guys have enjoyed the series, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and of course hit that bell notification so you guys be notified of this series or any other series uploaded here on ESGNet, as well as other series as well. There's a list down below of some of the other series here on this channel, as well as our second channel, ESGNet Plus LP, as we got a few those playlists down there below. You guys can definitely check it out, especially going right now. We got a nice little series over there on that second channel with the Denver Broncos in a mission and recondition series, pretty much all simmed series over there. I think you guys will really enjoy watching that one as well. It's been a lot of fun putting that one together. But that's it for today's episode for the Ravens, as we'll continue playing like a Raven and see if we can get another win here. We can hopefully go 9-0 heading into, or at least hopefully we can walk out of Minnesota being 9-0 against a 5-3 first place team. Matter of fact, NFC North first place team there of the Vikings. As always, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you guys next time.